Where the rich worship in Nairobi, Kenya. This church is found in Kitisuru. A very nice design that was built, very beautiful, and looks so nice, looks so modern. But the cross on the edge and the design of the roofing, so unique. So this was the rich worship in Nairobi. So this reminds me of my childhood. We used to make such kind of a football, but now this guy has used this funny ropes to make it. So as we used to use papers, then you use the ropes like this, the light ones. So you make such kind of a football that you enjoy in the villages, you know. That's an old school way of making a football. And it used to be really interesting to play with, because if we live outside and the rain rains on it, it becomes very heavy. But it's a very nice memory for me. Hey! But this one is just very heavy. This guy is making a very heavy one. I don't know how he's using it, but sometimes you might see him knocking it down, up and down. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. My name is Sande. Welcome to this amazing YouTube channel. It's _Sande, coming live here in Nairobi. Today, I just want to do a very unique video. So, if it's the first time here, please consider subscribing to the channel. To a frequent viewer, thanks so much for coming back. Today I want to just show you where the rich worship in Nairobi. So I'll take you to a very unique church somewhere up there to show you where the rich worship. So on this tree here, we have some weaver birds. They're making some nest here. The weaver birds. There's a village weaver. They are making that nest, and they just grown very fast. So that means the height is good for the weaver birds to enjoy. And then making there, and then here. So if it's the first time here, please consider subscribing to the channel, like, comment, and share the video. So road to 3,000 subscribers. So today, I want to hit the road and just show you this place here. I'm in Nyari. I'll do a walk all the way to a place called Kitisuru. So at Kitisuru, that's where you'll find the church where the rich worship in Nairobi. So it's a very nice church at Kitisuru. That's where we're heading to now. And see how the church looks like. So the weather is so nice, very cold, somehow cold, not that very cold, a little bit cold, but because the sun is coming out, that's why I've worn my vest here, my Adidas vest, you know, because it's not really hot the way you might think. So let's go, guys. Today, a very beautiful day here in Africa. Look at the way it's looking, so nice, so nice. These trees are just growing very fast, you know, like this one, the macamia one, has grown very fast. I saw them when they were planted some years back. They are very tiny trees, but now they are growing very fast. We have a very nice forest here in the next few years. Then this land here, which has not yet been occupied, you can look at it. Looks so nice. You can have a very nice bungalow here. It'll be a very nice experience, guys. So how is your week? This I'm filming this video on Monday. So how was your weekend? That's the question that I should ask you. How was your weekend? Mine was nice. I had a very chilly weekend at work because it was a rainy weekend. That means just really chilly. See the black kite has just gotten something from the ground, you know. So my weekend was just a chilly weekend. I don't know about you. And got more activities. So this week there will be some rain, a little bit, for the entire week. But we hope that the rains will continue for a little bit so that people may plant their crops. Others may plant the trees, for instance, grow trees, then grow the crops, you know, so that we may have plenty of food. So I bought this bangle here in Hell's Gate National Park. So for those who haven't watched those videos, I have posted several videos in Hell's Gate where I did a very nice videos there. So I bought it from, there were two of them for 600 Kenya shillings. That's around how many dollars? Around $4, two of them. But now I had to bargain. So if you watch on that video, you'll see how I bargained it. So there's a very nice one made by women, from the Maasai community. You know, the Maasais, they tend to make these nice bangles here. Also, you have some that you put on your head, and some that you can put on your head, your neck. So I bought it from those guys there, and we really bargained because they were telling me, oh, it's around 500 each, but I was like, that's too much. So we had to bargain from 500 to 300 each, because I bought two of them. So just a tricky way. If you want to buy a lot of them, you buy them like in 2 or 3. If you buy one, you might end up using a lot of money. But if you buy 2 or 3 pieces, they tend to reduce the prices for you. You know. And if you go to these many parks and forests, especially the parks, you find those people selling those in courier shops. The women, like in Masai Mara, I once bought one in Masai Mara in 2016, but yeah, it lost. So if you go to Masai Mara, those places, you're gonna find these women making them as a hustle. You know, that's a business that you can really make a lot of money from, because keeping in mind that's the only thing that they can sell there. You know. So if you live or you come from areas that have parks, the only thing you can do is maybe you can be a tour guide, or have maybe work on a hotel tour guide, or else that's another easy option. You know how to make those curios. It comes easy because for them, they're able to have a ready market, you know. So that's the thing that you need to know. These are around about here. So it's very busy today, because it's a Monday, you know. Mondays are very busy. So this is the Red Hill Road that you're gonna walk down there. The Red Hill Road. Gonna walk on the Red Hill Road. So as I was saying, for the Maasai women, the advantage they have, they tend to make it in a very smart way. The curios, when they make them, you can see the colors. We mix the colors. Let's say there's white, black, pure white. It's a very unique way of making it, you know. And I hope to learn how to make that thing. Red Hill Road. Look at this amazing road here. It's cloudy today. It was raining early morning hours, but now it's cooling down. This is the Nairobi Adventist Hospital here, one of the biggest hospitals close to Gashie. Then on the other side you have the Roslyn Heights, Pochi residential area, you know. So these are the Pochi residential areas here. So this hospital here, what makes me really love how they operate, they have a very big land where they plant their own crops, you know. So they raise their own crops that they feed the patients in the hospital. So they have their own crops. Most of them, if you can see, it's organic, you know. So they have a very big land that they plant. Oh, see the bird flying. Oh, it has gone. So I really love these green areas, you know. For me, I know, you know, I'm a guy who loves the green spaces that much. So look at the lovely sky. The sun is coming out now. You know, the sun will be out and it will be very, very beautiful. There's something that I want to show you here. There's a guy who usually make these balls here, football. He used to make it when we were very young. You know, look at it. It's kind of a football, you know. So the nice trees here. It's a bird that has moved. It's a Adada ibis. Call it Adada ibis. I love this walking around this place here because it gives you a glimpse of the village life, you know. Look at that, guys. The way the vehicles are passing there gives you a village-like mood, you know. Some Cape Robin chat, some bird here called Cape Robin chat. See here, it's gone. It's a Cape Robin chat. So as I was saying, just see the way this place looks like. I'm now entering the richest neighborhood in Nairobi. So what I will do today, I'll have to go all the way to a place called Kitisuru. That's where that church is. So I go all the way to Kitisuru. I'll show you the church so that you may see where the rich worship in Nairobi, Kenya. But that doesn't mean that only the rich can go to that church. So if you want to have a rich vibe, you can also go to that church and just worship and feel the rich vibe, because you know you'll be sitting with people who have mukuchus. You know, if you want to look like a rich man, you need to be where the rich are. So also that is another thing that you need to know. You can also go there and just have that vibe of the rich neighborhood, you know. Let's have that vibe of the richest neighborhood and enjoy it to your maximum, because you know, you never know, one day you will be the victim, you know. You might find yourself in that situation whereby you are now controlling the richest neighborhood. So something about the richest neighborhoods in Nairobi and all over the world is how this guy take care of the environment. It's a bird here called the pied wagtail. It's going on that look there. So the thing is, if you go to most of the richest neighborhoods, find that there's a lot of large green spaces, more trees, and also the thing they tend to have a very nice flowering plants, like that one there. It's called an anti-flame. So when they are doing most of these neighborhoods, they are planting their trees, they have to balance between the flowering ones and the non-flowering ones, which is a very good thing, so that a place looks somehow interesting on your eyes. You can see like this one, anti-flame is flowering. There's another one there with the yellow flowers. So you mix the trees, but if you just plant only the non-flowering trees, you not have a very nice environment, you know. But if you mix them up, it becomes interesting. On the other side, hey, the sky is just blue. So that guy opted to use metal to have the fence, but for me I rather use you either use block, or you can do some blocks, then you plant some climbers on it. That one will look extra amazing, rather than using the metal one. So if you have the blocks and you grow some climbers, have a very nice fence. because it will look like a live fence at the same time. It's a wall, you know. So let's go, guys. Gonna go down to a river, then we do a right turn to somewhere else, and also to take us next few minutes. Look at the yellow flowers there. So this is the time that most of these trees do the flowering. Like this one here. These are Nandi, it's a Nandi flame. No. Wait. These are Meruok, not a Nandi flame. See the flowers now, they're coming out, the purple one. Then the fruits are here. So that's the Nandi flame, this is the Meruok, the difference. So today being on a Monday, that's why it's very, very busy, you know. Normally, it gets busy on Mondays. People are now getting out of the villages, they're heading to work. That's why this road is kind of more busy. Because you can remember, there's a time we did a video here on Thursday, Friday. It's not that busy, but now it's very busy because of people are now getting out of the villages. They are going to work now. And this one is a kind of a shortcut that leads you to Kiambu, Runda. So instead of you going to town, then you turn back. You can use this one here. You are coming from the Wayaki way, you know. That's the thing, guys. So we are really close to that church. It's somewhere there. That's where we're heading to now. That's the church where they reach worship in Nairobi, Kenya. That's where we're heading to now. You can see it from here. It's a very far distance. I don't know if I can take a very nice picture here. Let me see. A nice thumbnail. So this is the Red Hill. The real transformation of the Red Hill. Look at the way the vehicles are coming very swiftly. You know, very swiftly. Look at the lanes, 4 lanes, plus other 2 that diverts to Kitisuru. So this road has been designed in a very smart way, and it was built by the Chinese government or Chinese contractors. You know, most of the time when I talk about Chinese building roads, I shall have some few guys who are like, no, but the issue is, you cannot compare their work with other people's work. They tend to do a very smart worker, and you can just see it's visible to everyone to see and learn from it. So the road has so nice network, and look at it, very well built, expansive in terms of the size. It's a wide road, so you're able to really explore, to really have a very nice ride here, you know. So it even gives you a chance to enjoy your ride if you have one, you know. It's a very nice road. Look at it. The vehicles coming down and up. And also the drainage here is just something else. Very nice drainage. You can just walk in it. See? Look at this, very clean it is. You might think that someone just washed it. Looks very clean. But I think it's because of the rains. So they were kind of washed by the rains. It rained early morning. So they were using this mesh here to at least affirm the blocks, you know. So that's why it's kind of durable. So the difference is, if you make these roads, and if you don't have nice drainage, when the rains come, this other part will be getting off, you know, will be getting off. So this is a very nice road that was built. This nice drainage here. Then the walling at the edge, which was something also very good, very well done. So nice drainage and also nice walling. Look at that. And I need to have some more of repairs. So on this other edge here, because this is what happens when the rains come. Sometimes the level of the water will be high, so what will happen that it gets some soil out of it. but now need to do frequent repairs to make sure that there's no soil getting off the path. So when the rains come from here, if the levels get high, the water should not get rid of the soil. So another option, you can plant grass, but now that one doesn't work because when the rains increase, sometimes it gets off the grass from this other side. So the best way is to do like to cement it, like I've done down there. Here, just kind of cement the drainage. Also, the grass will work as long as you plant them in plenty, like the way that it's here. So these ones are in plenty, so that they're able to sustain the pressure of the water. But if you don't plant it in plenty, now it won't work, you know. That's the way to make sure that the road is well maintained. So the Reddy road was a game changer, by the way, for the people who live in areas like Nyari, Kiambu. Keeping in mind, they still use it to access other areas like Runda, Kiambu. Then see the way the drainage has been built. It's a caravat here, down here. Brings water this way, goes down this way. You know, it's a it was a very well constructed road. Very well constructed. And I think I will have to get some pictures of this road before the construction, because according to my information, it used to be like a two-way. That suggests that there's this big drainage here. So it used to be a two-way road. That will show you it used to have a lot of traffic. But nowadays it's really well built, and it's a nice road here. Very, very nice road. River down here. But the wall, big wall here. So these birds might be nesting on these. They might be nesting on these small holes here. Like there's a bird there, which is a wallow. I think it's a swallow. They might be nesting on these holes here. But I can go close. Let me go and try to beep and see. I can see some eggs here. Exactly, they are nesting here. That's why they are really complaining when they see me here. They are nesting inside here. These birds you are seeing here. So they are complaining that these guys come to disturb us. They are coming in big numbers. They can fight me, but you know. So we'll be going this way to Kitisuru. I want to use this route today. It has taken me too long for me to use this loop here. There's some nice flowers here. People are planting some more. How do you call them? Yams. This vehicle is driving very fast. There are more yams down here. So the farm is green, you know, very green at the moment because of the rains, you know. So in the next few weeks, we'll harvesting the yams in the farm, you know. Then some. So I need to walk here very carefully because it's a very tiny path. But you know, up there's more space for me to do a walk at the edge. It's a grosbeak weaver down there. Plenty of birds, I can see them. So this is a very nice birding area. Grosbeak weaver. This is some seed eaters. Look at the vehicles that are driving on this loop here. Vehicles, heavy machines, guys. Very heavy, strong vehicles that will scare you. Fuel guzzlers, you know. But these other small things you can see here. These tall gravella trees here. That's might be an Uber. So for Uber, you better use these small vehicles so that you may be able to save on fuel. Because if you use the gasolers, you might end up using a lot of fuel, you know. Though the place is silent, you know, no one is just even on this path here. It's a very, very silent loop. Very, very silent loop. Very silent loop. Nice flowers on the edge. They are selling these flowers by the way. So if you want to buy some flowers, just come to this area that heads to Kitisuru and get some nice flowers here at affordable price. You know, they'll sell according to your how will I call it? It's a word that I'm losing here. Like a scam. So it will be sold, these flowers, according to your bargain. Like this side, the bargain power. You know? So if you're able to bargain very well, you're gonna be able to save some mukutus. But if you don't have a nice bargaining power, it'll be sold highly because the location of the flowers is close to the rich, you know. So they sell it according to the, you can call the clients. So the clients come from the rich, so they have to have a very high price. But if you want to buy it, also you can manage it. As long as you just talk well with the guys, they'll be able to give you a very nice price for you. Oh, I love how this place is still very silent. It's still very green. You know, it's very hard to find such kind of silent places here, especially here in Nairobi. One day we'll just have to walk these guys' farms to see what how they do the farming. Because sometimes it's very interesting to see how they farm. And I know the way they farm here is not the way they do it in the village. Because like I remember I saw another guy the other day. He just cleared the land, then he dug the holes and put the manure and planted the maize without digging, you know. That's a different approach. But in the villages, people have to, first of all, you have to clear the land. After you clear the land, you dig. After you dug it, remove the weeds, then you put holes and manure. And most of the time, in the villages, people tend to do it by use of organic manure, you know. And that's the difference now. It's a bird that's calling here. It's a slaty, white-eye slaty flycatcher, and flown on this other side. Hey, this place has plenty of birds, by the way. Plenty of birds. Just listen. One species, two. So in 2 seconds, can be able, in like 5 seconds, can be able to hear like 3 different species of birds in 3 seconds. You know? That means you can do a very extreme bird watching here and have plenty of birds here. So it's a bird site for some birders. Let me show you the farms that I'm talking about. So these guys have planted corn or maize that other side, those are all maize farm. So there's a guy who was harvesting the maize, the red jacket there. Small road here that leads to nowhere. Let me see the end. I think there's a construction going on here. Let's try and do an off track. You know, this place looks so dark at night. Yeah, some panya roots here. These are they throw some litters here. A small forest, you know. A small forest here. Look at the maize farms, very big ones. So if I tell you that I'm still in Nairobi, you might argue that no, that's a lie. My friend, we are in Nairobi. We're in Nairobi. Look at the farms down there. That means there's still small space here for people to see. Someone just planting some nice maize corn here, and I think it's a village area. Look at that farm. Yeah. So we're in Nairobi, my friends. This is Kanairo, a village in the city. Yeah? And this is where the rich hide. The rich will love to be in the villages, you know. They'll build their houses in the villages, the village-like setup. Then they'll build some tall, crazy residential area for you at the city. So you make sure you crowd there because of the rent. The price of the rent is more cheaper. So they'll make sure you crowd and live there. For them, you want to be in such a very nice area, you know. So let's continue up here. We are close to that church, by the way, very close. Then I can see it now. Very, very close. It's that old school vehicle driven by an old man, you know. That's fantastic. Let's check on how this place is really peaceful. Peace of mind is here, like very peaceful place, very quiet, you know. We are almost there, by the way. Almost there. Almost. Almost there. So guys, welcome to Kitisuru, a silent place where the rich live in Nairobi. So maybe I should cross here so that I have a very nice view of the church. I have a very nice view of the church. I'll take a very nice picture. It's a Catholic church for sure. Let me see. Go to see it from here. Have some more spaces here for clearing some land here to build. That's the church now, you know. So that's the church that it's a Catholic church where the rich worship. So this other side still have some more land, more portion of land, and I know if you tend to come there on a Sundays, you may be able to have a very nice time close to the riches around here, this particular place. Bit of walk inside here. The church is very tall. It's very nice gate here. So it's always busy on week Sundays, I think, especially on Sundays. Maybe on Fridays if they have any service they are doing. And all the mugumo tree and all the mugumo tree, Ficus thogni, the strangler fig. Was it a potato farm, potato plantain, potatoes, sweet potatoes specifically. Some more construction going on down there, which I don't think I will go. So I need to cross to the other side because of the tiny road. So it's a very big building that is being built somewhere there. You can see it from here. So for me, let me just cross here. I walk on the other edge as we get back to the main road. You can move a little bit down here, then you come back. So it's like I'm in a small village, but the trucks carrying some construction materials. So that building is coming up very big on that side, and it looks so nice. That's where the church is. Guys, thank you so much for watching. The question is now, where do you go to church? You know, in Africa, according to the African, people tend to go to church mostly on Saturdays and Sundays, but Fridays for the Muslim brothers, they do it on Friday. So I've shown you the church that is found in Kitisuru. Kitisuru is one of the most richest suburbs in Nairobi, Kenya, where the rich hide and live. So this is where they go to church now, you know. But you can take an advantage of that. If you are living in places like Wangige and Gashie, to join this church here, so that you be part of the richest guys around. You have that vibe, you know, because you know when you walk with the rich, you a little bit have a vibe of what they really, how they operate, how they do their things, you know. Because you never know, one day you'll be in that the rich club, the 1% club, you know. So guys, if it's your first time here, please don't consider subscribing to the channel. Look at that big mugumo tree, that one there, very massive. So if it's the first time here, please consider subscribing to the channel, like, comment, and share the video. For the frequent viewers, thank you so much guys for coming back to support this amazing channel that is on a road to 3,000 subscribers. We are working so hard to give you the best content that you're gonna enjoy, love, learn, and also unlearn, you know. So, you know, in life you might think that you know a lot of things, but sometimes when you get to explore the areas, you tend to understand that there are a lot of things that you don't know. So that's the main aim of this channel, just to show you different things that maybe you didn't know, or maybe you knew but you knew it wrongly. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.